Shalom, Laha Alahayim, peace to the gods being you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the true children of Israel, Yasha Allah, princes of power. Nawathan Ka Halalim La, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Hakudash, giving all praises to Yahweh in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors into the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the head elders of all the camps of Great Millstone GMS who do rule well. Salutations and blessings upon the house of David, the hopeful elect, the remnant of Israel, the Israel of the Most High. All right, starting with the governing body, 144,000, 12,000 men of each tribe of Israel, as well as the remaining one-third. It's your brother Tasapanya Banyamyan of the Sons of Yashala camp out here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Lord willing, this digital epistle is edifying to the elect. I just kind of loaded it up and, pressed live, you feel me? But we're going to go into a couple of topics and, Lord willing, get into the scriptures. But there's a lot going on right now. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was that a second company that has got either FDA approved or the FDA has already approved it, and the second company is going to be the second company in running to start pushing lab-grown meat. Now, if they telling us that lab-grown meat is going to be in our stores, in the restaurants, so that means they been did it. Anything that they putting on the mainstream media, it's already been happening. You see what I'm saying? So you see the scriptures say, as in the days of Noah, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be, man. All right, in Noah's time, the shit was so wicked that the Mosai killed everybody and only saved 8 souls, man. You see what I'm saying? The scripture, matter of fact, let's go into it. The classic one that goes along with what we got going on right now. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, Ezekiel 4:13. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. You see, so wherever we at right now, you see what I'm saying? Jake is getting the scraps, the bottom of the barrel, all right? And, because of depopulation, because of Psalms 83, right? That, matter of fact, let's go and get that real quick, too. Let's go to Psalms 83. And it reads, let's do straight to the point, verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. You see, so when you see these alternative media sources, which they have some truth, and they talk about this depopulation agenda 2030, right? Through the scriptures, that agenda is really geared and spearheaded to the Israelites, man. The main people that the elites, the so-called globalists, the international banking families, known as the Amalekites, all right, the Edomites, okay, you so-called, you wish, right, you was us people, 1948ers, small hats, as well as the rest of them translucent skin troglodytes, okay, they want us, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, the Israelites, to be out of remembrance. They want them to die, man. You see what I'm saying? And one of the best silent warfares that they can do is bioengineered war, because that's what this is, right? Bio referring to the body, engineered to solve problems, to make inventions, things of that nature, right? So lab-grown meat is bioengineering. You see what I'm saying? You're changing the molecular structure of something that was created by the Most High and trying to splice and artificially create its own DNA, so to speak, not knowing or knowing how it does affect the body, thus giving it to a certain people in order to affect them in an adverse manner. You see? So, you know, it's crazy because we got to get out of here. Somebody posted too. I was going to do a video actually so you can see it. I forgot who posted it, but they were showing it. It was old. It looked like in the early 2000s commercial or something, like not a commercial, but like some like type of 60-minute type thing where this lady who had a lab coat, you know, did some evil scientist shit, and she's like, yeah, this salmon, all right, is bioengineered. All they do is eat, sleep, and poop in the same fucking big ass pool, right? And they engineer them to not grow bigger but to grow faster, because what? The love of money is the root of all evil, as the scripture says. Why else would you try to manipulate, all right, Yahweh designed species, all right? For what reason? For money. Oh, to produce quicker so that we can chop them up, fillet them up, put them in bags, and sell them to make more bread, to use it behind the mask of what? Of, oh, we need to feed everybody. The world is getting overpopulated. Come on, man. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. But, and I say that to say, because if that's the case, oh, the point was with the salmon, right? They said that they took the sterile female salmon and mixed it with some like bottom of the ocean bottom feeder. They didn't name it, but when they showed a picture of it, I didn't see any scales. You see what I'm saying? And we know the only fish that we're able to eat have fins and have scales. You see what I'm saying? So the salmon, because it's like, I love salmon. You feel me? But is the shit even salmon? Is the shit even lawful to eat? See, this is why we call the so-called white man a goddamn devil. You thinking that you eating lawful food, not even knowing that it's been spliced with abominable fish. But on the package it says Alaskan wild caught. Yo, son. Oh man, bro. So, and that's just one instance. Who knows how much other things is out there? You see what I'm saying? How much other things is out there? Hey, this is the brother Shield of Faith too. Nice scripture, bro. Subscribe to this brother out there in Philly. Be edified. Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they shall be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth, man. You see that? So there's a reason, okay? Uh, Even bigger than that. You know, the Most High actually wants to, through his son, you see what I'm saying, to send him to destroy these people that are destroying the earth. And we all know who destroys the earth, man. All right? It ain't people looking like me and you that's building uh 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 power plants or oil fracking in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, right? You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if you littered or something like that, but it's another if you causing mass radioactive, you know, shit that is literally changing a whole fucking ecosystem, or and could kill, a million people in 2.2 seconds by thermonuclear fire that fucking, destroy all the plants and the this and the that. You know what I mean? Putting shit in the air to make the rainwater polluted. So then when it rains somewhere else, you got different mutated species of bugs that can't do the original. You could go on, man. You see what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. And so that's that. And then now you got is coming out now. that the so-called coup d'etat, right, happening in Russia from the Wagner Group is actually being funded by America's government alphabet soup department, the Central Intelligence Agency, right? Where they're saying that they're going to, get a new president with Putin and this and that and the third. And it just so happens that when they did a little soft martial law, bringing in all these weapons, military weapons, uh, to the so-called military headquarters, that Biden sent some $6 billion again to Ukraine, which they're saying Ukraine is nothing but a money laundering scheme to get people side on them to take their tax, to take the taxpayers' money, right, and to fund it to what foreign affairs that they want to do, man. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people are saying that this might spill over, right, to not only to the Middle East but into the financial sector. You see what I'm saying? Because we all know the larger and the louder the war drum beats is sounds is beaten, the quicker and the swifter the economic collapse will happen, man. Why? Because see, as they, because who knows, right? All right. So let me, before I get ahead of myself, they're supposedly saying that now with Senator, what is his name? The Republican senator, but he just came out talking about that Putin will use a nuclear bomb, so to speak, right? And that they would blow up that nuclear power plant that is in Ukraine, which happens to be in the annexed, um, or took over part, Russia controlled part of Ukraine. And remember, Ukraine was Russia, part of the USSR, not too long ago. All right. Now, why would they blow up their own power plant that they use? Who knows? But they're saying, so if the CIA or whoever is going to be blamed on Russia, and they're saying that the radioactive cloud, right, that will breeze over into NATO countries, thus activating Article 5 of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which then allows NATO and America to push full force onto Russia, right? Which is, basically more in Matthew 24. We could get that real quick, even though it's well known scripture. Matthew 24, verse 6, and says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." And you see, these people that are not into the prophecies, right? They're going to be what? Troubled. So those that actually have the mind of Yahweh Shai, right, are not going to be troubled when, let's just say, a nuclear bomb went off in a place, kind of looking like in Beirut, Lebanon, when that big department, a warehouse full of ammonium nitrate, was it? And it, like, mad people died and shit like that, and it looked like a dead ass bomb went off. We know that, let's just say a bomb goes off outside of America, right? That potentially it will be a false flag to usher in more of their elitist agendas, and that the end is not yet. While other people that are not in this truth is going to be all, oh my God, the World War III. Well, we've been telling you World War III is going to come, but we know when exactly World War III is going to come, meaning it's not going to come before a certain thing happens, which is the hour of temptation, which is what? The mandating, the pushing of the RFID hit, man. All right, the computer subdermal implant that goes into your hand on your head. All right, and we've been telling y'all that, but see, so many people see if something like that happens, and next thing you know, it's yeah, we're at 30 seconds to midnight. Doomsday is around the corner, and they push it on the mainstream media. And niggas is going to work because when something go on CNN or NBC or Fox News, and you got your little worldly co-workers all of a sudden, yo, you heard about, like, nigga, we've been on this shit. We been on this shit. You know, in your head, you just smiling like, yeah, I heard about it. Knowing that niggas is not prepared. Why? Isaiah 33:6. For wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. You see? So if they don't have this knowledge of this truth, they're not applying it in wisdom, they don't worship Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. If they're an Israelite, they're not going to be stable. They're going to be double-minded. I like to bring that script up all the time because the opposite of stable is unstable. And in James, let's go to James real quick. This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, you see? So that means a double-minded man, all right, doesn't have wisdom and knowledge and understanding. In one way, they're going to be trying to, you know, go follow God in some harlot house and run to the churches like Elder Apostle Dawar said. When shit get crazy, they're going to be looking for the shepherd. You see what I'm saying? To guide them. And then on the other hand, they're going to be wanting the government to save them or, you know, leaning upon their own understanding, whatever it may be, but they're going to be all over the place, aka double-minded. So they'll be unstable because they don't have wisdom or knowledge, which is what is going to keep you stable in them times. You see? So they don't have a strength of salvation. They're weak in the salvation. They don't know if they're going to be delivered or saved from the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That was, matter of fact, Elder Apostle Tahar's last video. All right. Well, one of the last videos, because you know he puts up a lot of videos and all that. But you know, what is salvation? It's actually being delivered from a death-defying scenario. You see? So salvation is mostly going to be from Babylon the Great in America, man. All right, because that one, you know, the troops of FEMA, the UN, and whoever it may be trying to chop your head off for not taking the chip, right? And you know, dodging them laser beams and the missiles from the chariots slash the ICBMs. You see? So again, there's a lot going on right now. You know what I mean? And people going to be, it's going to be, matter of fact, out that this will be my last scripture, and I'm gonna get it out the Apocrypha, right? And I love to bring this one out because Second Esdras is really coming to pass as we speak. All right. Let's see if I can find it. Salakia, bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. So I know I gotta highlight it, so that's why I'm like, hold on. Salakia. Yo, where's it at, bro? War virgins that day. Yeah, so I was looking right at it. Salakia. Second Esdras 16 and verse 21. The highlight yellow is starting to come out a little bit. So I'm like, yo, what is going on? All right. Verse 21, it says, behold, victuals, which is food, provisions, shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. You see what I'm saying? You might, you know, Jake is pretty much living paycheck to paycheck, but they know at least that paycheck is coming. They know that, you know, if their kids is hungry, they can at least get them some you know, a cheap little meal to eat. You know what I mean? Things of that nature, right? And it goes on to say, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And I like to bring out that great confusion because it's not just going to be little confusion. Yo, what's going on? It's going to be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Right? Like, yeah, it's going to be one of those like mind completely erased, foggy darkness over a lot of people, man. Confusion, you see? And this is why we have to be the children of light. We're able to see. You see what I'm saying? Not children of the darkness, children of the night. You know what I mean? So when this shit pop off, it's Fed now July. I think that just like the elder priest Amawan Gabar, right, bringing out just like how the Titanic had prominent bankers on it that opposed the Federal Reserve Act. You know, there's maybe some like Masonic symbolism that have to go with this dumbass Titanic, you know, submarine drowning, killing them. Maybe because of new system. Back then they took away gold, they gave you paper money. Now taking away paper money, giving you digital currency, something to meditate on. You know, and I actually am leaning toward that anyway. You know what I mean? So trust and believe when this shit switch, niggas is gonna be confused. People still don't know about CBDC, UBI, RFID hit, fucking digital ID. That's another one. The UN is coming out or has came out with a digital ID that's supposed to be linked to your bank accounts. So notice, the UN is the United Nations. So when it says he calls it all, why did, the prophet's been telling you, man, this RFID chip is going to be pushed upon all people in all nations, man. A digital ID linked to your bank account. You see what I'm saying? And they want to come out with that digital ID, all right, because of a lot of this AI shit that you don't know who is who. That they did that on, it's all Hegelian dialectic, all problem reaction solution. You see what I'm saying? That's why seek ye the Lord while he may be found, man. You know what I mean? We have to really, there's a lot going on as we speak right now. You know what I mean? And this shit could go like this, can change like this. And we have to be girded up in the loins of our mind, man. You know what I mean? As Peter said, getting ready for the revelation of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is about to reveal himself on that father shit, man, after these main prophecies come to pass. And this shit ain't no years and years and years down the line, man. You see what I'm saying? we, man, we have to be in that spirit like John the Revelator. Revelation 22 in verse 20. He which testifieth these things saith, surely I come quickly. Amen. And then he goes, because I was Yahweh Shai. Well, Yahweh Shai said, surely I come quickly. And then John the Revelator said, so be it. Amen. Even so come. Yeah, so we like, yeah, come, Father. Come quickly, man. And that was some 2,000 some odd years ago, man. So imagine how much more now in the spirit as we see the tokens, the signs, and we're measuring the time thou diligently in itself. You see what I'm saying? So that we know that it is the time for the Most High to visit the world which he made. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, man. Lord willing, I was edifying to the elect. There's probably other little current events that, you know, I missed or whatever, but those are three big ones right there. All right, so, man, Lord willing, man, I was edifying to the elect again. With that, I'm going to say Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushua, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushua, Brakta Yahweh, Basham, Mashiach Yahushua, Kwam Yasharala, Ababa Ball, Shalom.